In this lesson, you will learn Dutch words and phrases around work and taking a leave of absence. Hallo lieve vrienden. So this lesson is about expanding your vocabulary and speaking in Dutch about working, having a job, and taking a day off or a week off, etc. Right? So because obviously you will need to talk about this stuff on a daily basis. Okay, so to work in Dutch is werken. And having a day off, being off work, a leave of absence, that is in Dutch vrij hebben. I am off work. Ik ben vrij. Or ik heb vrij. So you can either use the verb to be, ik ben vrij, or to have, hebben. Ik heb vrij. You can use both. But there's also a more formal word for being off work, and that word is verlof. By the way, this word verlof is very similar to being engaged to your fiancé. That is, ik ben verloofd met mijn verloofde. So it looks like it, but it's something completely different. We're talking about a leave of absence, and that is verlof. If you're saying, ik werk van 9 tot 5, you are saying, I work from 9 to 5. I work 5 days in a week. Ik werk 5 dagen per week. If you're saying, I'm going to work, you will say, ik ga naar werk. Or, I'm going working. In Dutch is, ik ga werken. If you're saying, I have to start tomorrow at 8 o'clock, then you will say, ik moet morgen om 8 uur beginnen. So, work is werk and job is baan. So, I have a job. In Dutch is, ik heb een baan. I have a full-time job. In Dutch, we just use the same word full-time. So that's very common. You can use the original Dutch word that is voltijds. Ik heb een voltijdsbaan. But people are very used to the word full-time. So you will just say, ik heb een full-time baan. By the way, the word baan is a homonym. It also means a lane, right? So a lane on the freeway is een baan op de snelweg. And also a lane in the swimming pool, een baan in het zwembad. So, if you are swimming lanes in a pool, in Dutch you will say that as, ik ga banen trekken. But we're not talking about that, we're talking about jobs, right? So, you have a job, je hebt een baan. If you're saying, I work 40 hours in a week, you will say, ik werk 40 uur per week. And you can also say that as, I have a 40-hour work week. Ik heb een 40-urige werkweek. Then about taking a leave of absence. If you're saying, next week I'm off work, or I'm on leave, you will say, volgende week ben ik vrij. Or, if you use the word verlof, you will say, volgende week ben ik met verlof. Or you can say, volgende week heb ik verlof. So you can use either the verb to be or the verb to have. Ik ben versus ik heb. You can use both. If you're asking someone how long they will be off work, then they will ask, hoe lang ben je vrij? Or, hoe lang ben je met verlof? Or, hoe lang heb je verlof? And if your answer is, I am 3 weeks off, then you will say, ik ben 3 weken vrij. Or, ik heb 3 weken verlof. If you're saying, I will take a day off, in Dutch, we are used to diminishing the words, right? Especially if you think it's not that long, then the day will be diminished to dagje. So day is dag, and a small day is dagje. So you will say, I will take a small day off. Ik neem een dagje vrij. Or if you're taking a week off, you will say, ik neem een weekje vrij. Especially if you don't think a week is very long. Then you will say weekje. And finally, if you're going to say that you're off work next Friday or this Friday, you will say, vrijdag ben ik vrij. Alright, if this content is valuable to you, please give it a like and also subscribe so you won't miss a single lesson. And if you have something to add or to ask, please leave them in the comments and I'm happy to respond. Alright, hope you've learned a lot from this lesson and I'll see you in the next.